Greetings and namaskarams from Orikkai, the most sacred place we are now here. With the blessings of His Holiness Sri Perivaa, Sri Sankara Vijayendara Saraswathi Swamigal, the 70th Peetamధిపతి of Sri Kanchi Kamakoti Peetam, we are going to have a record of the interview of Sri Balasubramanian Mama, who is affectionately called Kannatti Mama, who owns this holy divine place. Mama is going to share his experiences with the three Perivas right from the year 1954, and when the three Perivas gathered here to do the Chaturmasya Vradam in Orikkai in this place. This is a sacred place. This year, the 54th Jayanti of His Holiness Sri Perivaa was conducted in Orikkai, celebrated in Orikkai, and also the two Aradhanas of the Kalavai Perivaa, 66th and 67th Perivaa, the Aradhanas were also conducted here. Those who have followed the Aradhana on the live stream of this Facebook would have noticed this place where we had the Titha Narayana Utsavam, and then all the Veda Pandits were here. So we are going to show Sri Balasubramanian Mama, who is a very humble, simple devotee, but with a lot of experiences with the three Perivas and Sri Kanchi Kamakoti Peetam. We are going to take you when Perivaa came for the 67th Periva's Aradhana here. After he was given the Purna Kumbham, when he was entering the house, Guruparampara, நீங்க இங்க திண்ணையில உட்கார்ந்துட்டு மாமாவை இன்டர்வியூ பண்ணுங்க அப்படின்னார். On that day, Mama was very busy. We were also busy because we had an evening program. So we had to wait for it. And we have been going back and forth for the date. And the date we had was the 11th. That was the earliest available date between Mama and ourselves, and also with the Orikkai camp. But then the divinity thought a different way. I was supposed to be in Bhubaneswar, Puri, to have the darshan of Jagannath Ji. But Jagannath Ji felt that Perivaa's command is much more important because of the outcome of this interview by sharing Mama's experiences from the Chaturmasyam to this date. So he made me to cancel the visit actually. I don't know when Jagannath Ji is going to give me an opportunity to have a darshan, but we are going to hear from Mama his experiences with the blessings of the Perivaa and with the blessings of Kalavai Perivaa. And this is where the Orikkai Chaturmasyam was done in 1954?
88. In
1983. 1988. This is the place, 1988. But 1954 was the first Orikkai, first Chaturmasyam in Orikkai. And 1988.
1958. Second.
1950. Mama சொல்லுங்க அது எப்போ first
Chaturmasyam was performed during 1954. Then the second Chaturmasyam was in 1958. And the third Chaturmasyam with the three Swamis on 1988.
So please have a look at this. We are going to go outside to sit on the Thinnai and showing the Medai. And Mama is going to share his experiences, and we will take you, the readers, along. Please follow us.
This happened in 1988. Three Swamis, you can see.
Three Swamis.
Three Perivas are there. At that time, there was a coconut tree before the house. Now it is not there.
Very good. Okay. Very good. This is Mama's prayer room. And the last Aradhanas, the two Aradhanas, Periva's pictures are here still blessing us. Vanga Mama, we will go outside. We are taking you along. This is the same place we had the Titha Narayana Utsavam, and we all had the Aradhana Prasadam here.
This is the place where Chandramouli Puja was performed. Here, this facing this way.
1954.
54, 58, 88, and in between also.
In between also. Very good.
Times Dhanurmasam was also performed here.
How many times three Perivas have come here?
Three Perivas have come after 1988. Many times.
Many times.
Many times.
With the pujas.
With puja 1988 only.
With the pujas 1988 only. Very good.
So far as this place is concerned, used to be visited by Perivaa number of times. In fact, Three places near. One Orikkai, big Kanchipuram mutt is there, and there is a mutt in the little Kanchipuram also. In these three places, His Holiness used to have the camp. At that time, 2 Perivas were there. 1954, our Vijayendara Swamigal was initiated into sannyasa, and his first Chaturmasyam was performed here.
Aha, very good.
This place, in
This place.
room.
Yeah.
And you may also little bit have an idea. Cow came, go puja, that you will appreciate. But I will say, even Gaja puja was performed.
Ah.
And humorously, I used to say, recently in TV, one elephant went into the house. Then I humorously told people, you believe me, no.
Ah, very nice. This way.
And before that, Dhanurmasam was performed here by Periyava.
In 1954.
1954.
1954.
Then I used to sit there. There was a...
This is the Tulasi Madam, where we had the Kalavai Perivaa's photos were there on the other side of the Tulasi Madam, and people would have seen in the recent Facebook live coverage where Perivaa was was giving the Aradhana Akshada to the Brahmanas. He got the Aradhana Akshadas from the Brahmanas and then gave it to the devotees. So this is the place. Now we are going to the next place, Mama. This room.
This room.
This room.
In 1954, 58 and 1988, Perivaa used to give darshan to his devotees.
Can we go in
Oh,
there?
why not? Why
Yeah,
not?
please lead us there, Mama. Please.
This is the place. See, this will be opened.
So we are at the room where His Holiness Sri Mahaperivaa used to give darshan. From this room, one entrance is the inner entrance where he used to come from there from the house into here, and then devotees come from outside here. So this is the room which devotees used to get the darshan of Sri Mahaperivaa. Very good.
He used to take rest also here.
Rest also here. And the other side of the house, Mama is giving a small tour before we go to the Thinnai to get his experiences with the Perivaas. And we are coming to the left side of the house.
The present Perivaa was here.
Yeah, okay.
He was staying. There some furnitures have been put.
Yeah.
They have been put because of Aradhana.
Aradhana, okay.
Then this is the place for now present Perivaa, and his bhiksha used to be for
Paklama Mama there? Okay.
here.
This is the place we used to have His Holiness Bhiksha Vandanam. Okay. And then, idanadu Mama? This place? This is back. That is okay.
Backyard.
That's backyard. Okay. What is this room?
Kitchen.
This is the kitchen for the staff and other people.
No. For puja.
Oh, for puja, I'm sorry. Okay, for puja,
puja.
Kattalai.
Chandramauliswara puja.
Chandramauliswara puja. Oh, Chandramauliswara puja, prasadam preparation place.
See.
Oh, very nice.
Here.
It looks like a small room, but it's a big room. Yeah.
Below
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Kodi adippu solva.
Huh? Okay.
The Naivedyam will be performed.
This is the place where
Bhiksha
Chandramauliswara
Perivaa
puja.
also prepared.
Oh, very good. Chandramauliswara puja, prasadam, and then
For
Bhiksha.
three Perivas. And so, as I said, present Periva's bhiksha will be there.
The other side.
In
The other-
1988.
1988. That's the other side.
Other side.
Okay. So this is the prayer room which we had all this.
Perivaa used to be here. His bhiksha also sometimes will take place here.
That is Mahaperivaa.
Mahaperivaa will be there. And
So how many times Mahaperivaa and Perivaa alone came here? 54 to 84?
54,
58.
88, in between number of times.
In between number of times. With the puja and without puja also?
Without puja.
Without puja.
Number of Dhanurmasyam also has been conducted.
Yes.
Yeah. And I was doing intermediate at that time. So, as I said, I used to sit there. There's a pillar. Now,
So you were not even married at that time?
No.
Very good.
I will give a personal anecdote later.
Very good. Mama is going to give, and we have to do that interview at the Thinnai. So this is only a preliminary intro because people have to watch the whole interview from outside. We are just coming to the outside now, and this is the Meda.
In 1958.
சொல்லுங்க மாமா
In
உட்காந்துங்க நீங்கள் உட்காந்துருங்க
in 1958, Chaturmasyam for the second time was performed here by both the holiness.
1 second, Mama. So 1954 was inside.
And 1954 gets two important things because after Pranams Perivaa was inducted into Peetam,
Correct.
the first Chaturmasyam was here.
Okay, number 1.
And that was inside in the Kudam.
Kudam, you showed. Okay.
Second time, both the Swamis came here, both Perivas.
Uh-huh.
And in 1958, this was performed.
Very good.
Here it was performed, so I kept it as it is. I feel very happy.
Oh, very good, very good. That's very sentimental.
Yes,
Very
highly
sentimental.
sentimental.
Very sentimental.
The
Yes.
third, in 1988, a stage was put across the Thinnai.
Thinnai, okay.
And, in fact, as 54, 58, more crowd was the devotees attracted for 1988 because three Swamis.
Three Swamis.
So they put a very big pandal on the road. And our devotees had darshan.
So the place was not as busy as nowadays now, right? It is not.
That time, we should tell you, only this house was there.
This house was there. Very
And,
good.
Practically no Brahmin house at that time, except this house. My uncle's house was also there. But at that time, they were there in the street. So beyond that, nothing was there.
Is this the proper Orikkai? When you say Orikkai?
Orikkai, this is Orikkai.
So,
The entire place is Orikkai.
so people who have been watching this video
Yes.
should be very familiar with the Orikkai Manimandapam. But Manimandapam got importance because of the Orikkai. This house got importance also. Meaning,
What I used to say is,
yeah, solunga mama.
Orikkai, which was local, has become global because of Manimandapam.
Because of Manimandapam. Very good.
A personal anecdote I will tell you. When Swami came in 1954, Perivaa came in 1954.
Mahaperivaa.
Mahaperivaa, I put
Yes.
it like that.
That's before initiation of.
Only after initiation.
Oh, I see. He came. Okay, very good.
1954, when he came, I was a student. There is a reference for this place in Tamil literature. The story goes like this. Kanigannan was a servant in Varadaraja temple. Somehow he was hauled up for something. Then he got upset. He left Varadaraja temple. As he left, his guru also left. And as his guru also left, king came. He saw nobody there. Then he asked the reason. Then they said, he met the guru. Guru said, Kanigannan Pogindran. He ordered Varadaraja, Kamarum Kachi Manivanna, Un Pambana Pai Surutikol. So he enrolled his bed, everything, and he left Kanchipuram.
That is association bed.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Yes.
Then, after coming to know of this, the king went to the guru and requested him to return. He said, you ask Manivannan. Manivannan agreed for return as it came from the king. Then immediately he said, Kamarum Kachi Manivanna un Pambanaya Pai Virithikkol. That was the order. And when they returned, it became night in this place.
In this place?
In this place.
Very
So
good.
The Lord Aradhana, the king and the Guru Manivannan, all of them stayed for one night.
In this place. In this holy sacred
Holy
place.
sacred. That's why it is called Orikkai. In the long run, it has become
Orikkai.
Then they left in the morning. When they went near a tank, sun arose. Then when sun arose, then that is known as Udayaman Kulam. The
tank is there.
That is very near to Little Kanchipuram. It's a story. Then Mahaperivaa asked me, there is a poem for this place, do you know? And as you know, as a young person,
that is when you were so young, he asked. Okay, very good.
Being intermediate practically, I was exuberant. Perivaa asked. Then I immediately recited this poem. Then he was very much pleased. Then I thought, but for my that portion came in my Tamil book in the syllabus. Otherwise, I could not.
In the curriculum in your high school, in school.
In high school, practically SSLC. Then I thought it is providence because I was not blinking before Perivaa.
Correct. Mama is, by the way, I don't know whether I made the introduction before. Mama is a senior advocate in Madras High Court, and he looks very simple and humble by look, but he has been very strong in his profession and very capable, scholastic talent, and he has got so many awards and rewards for that. And we are very blessed to have Mama here. Mama is going to continue. Solunga Mama.
So, in 1954, as I said, Maha Perivaa came and stayed. Then in Dhanurmasam, he used to go to the river Pala. In those days, irrigation canals were there.
The Palar which is flowing nearby the Manimandapam now.
Manimandapam road goes.
Yes, okay.
It goes to Mukkudal, near Valajabad and beyond that also. Then, early morning he will go and chillness, Margadi. Then he used to take bath. Then he used to come and perform puja here in the Dhanurmasam.
Which you watched as a young student.
Student I watched.
And with you, your parents and grandparents are also there.
My father was employed in district board, so he was not here. My grandfather was here. He being the village Karnam.
Village Karnam.
And he used to be here all the days he used to.
Where was your father? I'm sorry, district board?
He was in the district board, Panchayat Union. Converted into Panchayat
in which town?
In Kanchipuram itself.
In Kanchipuram itself. Okay, very good.
Then, in interesting episode happened. For Chaturmasyam, Perivaa before that used to come and he used to sit on the irrigation canal by putting hut. Then my grandfather and my uncle, they requested him, Perivaa, to perform Chaturmasyam here. Practically it was summer and heavy sun was doing his duty. Then manager came. Manager was little bit reluctant to have the Chaturmasyam here.
Yaar manager ஞாபகம் இருக்கா Vishwanathan ஐயர் Mama. Very good.
Very senior person.
Very senior person.
And
Yes.
an authoritative person also. Then he said, he has not expressed his
Displeasure.
feeling, but he has not given his readiness.
Readiness. That is manager.
Manager.
Okay.
Then he said, politely he said, it may cost here 3,000 rupees.
3,000 rupees in 1954. Please
very
note.
big amount. And our people, I should say, they have got practically no wherewithal to bear this. But Perivaa immediately kept quiet. Few devotees came. In the hot summer they came and they prostrated before Maha Perivaa and put 3,000 rupees.
Ah. Wow.
Then Perivaa showed his hand. Then the manager also prostrated because he was a little bit reluctant, as I said earlier. Then Maha Perivaa asked him to take the money, and then the Chaturmasyam was performed here.
So Chaturmasyam was paid off with that $3,000 donation from anonymous, some donor. Okay.
At the peak summer, and even now you feel the pinch. At that time in May, that was the first time in 1954.
So this is when the Dhanurmasam started. You are in summer before getting into Chaturmasyam. Very good. We are just trying to follow the timeline, Mama. Thank you very much. Okay, follow. Please go ahead.
Then 1958,
Yes.
both of them, because river Palar was there. Though river Palar we call Palar, but people from Mutt used to say Kaveri.
Oh, okay.
See, even as a student, we will be a little bit quixotic as well as enthusiastic also. Then I to know this is Palar, not Kaveri.
Trying to correct. Okay.
They said, no, we call all rivers as Kaveri.
Very good. There's something interesting.
As Ganga usually say.
Correct.
In people from Tanjore district and other places, they call all rivers as Kaveri. So they show their respect to Kaveri. In 1958, this happened. As I said, between that time, Perivaa's 60th year also was celebrated here. In 1988, 3 Swamis, Maha Perivaa, Perivaa, this Perivaa, 3 of them. Then as usual, discussion took place. Perivaa was keen, it seems, because I was standing near his mena, Palak. In Telugu, he said, Laksha Rupayalu Selavayithe kuda isari Orikkada Chaturmasyam. Even if 1 lakh has to be expended, it has to be done at Orikkai. Then the camp came.
What is that timeline, Mama? What is the time?
1980, same.
Month, somewhere in the summer, same like this.
No, not December. Maybe in June, July.
June, July. Correct. Just past summer.
Before Chaturmasyam.
Before Chaturmasyam. Very good. Appala decision making was not this long, taking months. In a few weeks, you will make a decision. Very good.
Mahaperivaa did it. Then, normally, you may recall, at the end of Chaturmasyam, they will have Vijayendara. Normally, they will go to some place and read Bhagavad Gita and return. In 1988, 3 Perivas took Vijayendara, and there is a garden here. And they stayed there in the garden, and Bhagavad Gita was read, Vijayendara was completed, and they returned. At that time, rickshaw was there. You may remember.
Madathi rickshaw. Yes, yes.
Perivaa used to come behind. Some 2 people used to lead the rickshaw. It so happened, on one side, present Perivaa was holding it.
Oh, in the front.
Yes, I was holding the other way. I had the good fortune. On one side, I was holding it, and the other side, present Perivaa was holding it. We were pulling the rickshaw. Mahaperivaa came, and he said, then Bala Perivaa and this gentleman, they dragged the rickshaw so that I am coming to his village.
Oh!
Fast, he said. Then I was a little bit shaky. No, I told him, no, we came slowly. No, you say slowly, I say fast. That one personal anecdote I thought I can share with you.
Very nice. So, from his own, Mahaperivaa's own words, mouth. Very good.
So, normally, as I said, he used to have camps at Orikkai, Big Kanchipuram, and Little Kanchipuram. He used to come for Snanam in Pala. He will come on the backside of the house. See, here, we all sleep, Muttam, we call it open space.
Correct.
My mother used to get up early, I used to get up early. Mahaperivaa will come with his gadam, and he will pour water. He will come on the side. Then he will direct me not to wake up anybody.
Oh.
Then he used to come and sit in this.
In this place.
Thinnai.
In this Thinnai.
See, how I will keep quiet. Suppose if I don't wake them up, they will all fight with me. So slowly I will go and make it slight noise. Everybody will come and bless. I have blessings from his Perivaa. He has treated this house as his own.
Even at that stage, you were not married. You were single only.
I was married in 1966. I will give 2 personal anecdotes.
Please, Mama, please, you take your time. Mamas, we are giving just a temporary break sort of thing for Mama, because Mama has to not recollect. Mama has to choose which are the experiences he has to share. And then Mama's son Raghavan is now in Houston. Very ardent devotee representing the Kanchi, one of the great volunteers of Kanchi Kamakoti Seva Foundation USA, residing in Houston. And Kanchi Kamakoti Seva Foundation has got, it was established in 1990 when Mahaperivaa was alive. With these blessings, Sri Perivaa, Sri Vijayendara Saraswathi Swamigal in 1990 started, and Sri Perivaa, Sri Sankara Vijayendara Saraswathi Swamigal now has been very active in connecting Kanchi Kamakoti Seva Foundation across the USA and also across the world. Please continue, Mama. Okay.
In 1966, I got married. When my marriage was settled, I married my aunt's daughter. I was doing law, finished law and practicing. At that time, a filarial attack came on my left leg. But I was not worried, because I was under the impression we had done nothing wrong. We did nothing wrong. It has come what can we do? But my mother, as like any other devotee, used to say everything to Perivaa. To tell you very frankly, I used to get little bit. I used to get angry. My mother will say, Telugula, పెద్దల దగ్గర చెప్పిస్తాను. పెద్దల దగ్గర చెప్పిస్తాను అంటే all anger will go. I used to wonder at that time why our anger should vanish when the name of Perivaa was told. My mother went and told Perivaa about this. Then Perivaa asked me, why you are not said about this filarial attack? I told him, it does not struck that I should tell you. If filarial attack is going to be a problem to me, I decided to own it. But I did nothing wrong. But I used to stay in Saidapet, Madras. And that place also is known for this filarial attack like Kanchi. There I used to take bath both in the morning and evening. So that is the prize I got being a permanent resident of Saidapet. I used to eat Gajabadapuram Tanda Parisu. Then His Holiness Perivaa asked me, what is it Gajabadapuram? Another name for Saidapet. Then he said, whatever may be your disease, the name of the town is good. Gajabadapuram, he said. Why I said? Because now I am not having the filarial attack.
His blessings.
And it never struck me, as I said earlier. And I am very happy to share my views with others. Though my association is roughly about nearly 55 and more years, I never prayed anything personally.
It's a great virtue, Mama.
I don't know. I never personally. But I made one prayer. Only one prayer in my life to him. I told him. In fact, I prostrated and told him. I prayed him. Please transmit all your powers to the present Perivaa. At that time, Bala Perivaa. I told him, not for his selfishness or for my selfishness. It is for the prosperity. Future generation should be in line with our dharma, ancient dharma. That's why this is the prayer. This is the only prayer I made. But others, everybody will say, no, since on account of contact about this place, Justice Rathanam came to this place. Rathanam and I were friends. Perivaa asked him, do you know whose house this?
One of his stays here.
One of his
Stays here, yes.
On 1988.
88. After he became a full-fledged advocate.
No, I became a...
No, I am saying, not the marriage and all. We are talking the timeline. Oh, yes, okay.
Then he said, you know him. Then he mentioned my name to him. Then he being the judge, his peon is a friend of mine, Dabeda. Sir, Ayya Kopararu. I went in the lunchtime. He was angry with me. Enda, Perivaa maathil irukka sollave illaiye ennar. I told him, you should not say. At best I may say he is in Orikkai. Perivaa, whenever an advocate comes, immediately he will say, do you know whose house is this? Everybody will come naturally because they think they may have, on account of my proximity, they will have darshan. I used to say, you will have darshan. Everybody will have darshan. Patience alone will pay. Then I came to Perivaa and told him, I never said to anybody that Your Holiness is staying in my house. At best, if anybody asks, I will say you are in Orikkai. But Your Holiness, whenever any advocate or judge comes, who are representing to them, indicating my name. They come and fight with me for not telling this. I humorously told him, then I told him, why I not said? Even if you are in anybody's house, we come as if it is our own. Either A, B, C, whoever, we don't know. When Perivaa is there, we immediately go as if it is our own. Then I told him, Raman irukku madam Ayodhi. Amari meer ekkadekada unnara adi inta ma illu kada talchukundame tappa idi ma illu talchukoldu. That day. Then two things I will tell you. MGR's disciples came. At that time MG became sick, perhaps you know. Even he came to America also. Evening, Perivaa was sitting, Perivaa. Then they all asked, Talaivarai Kaapathu. Because they don't know our method. So they are all devotees. Then Perivaa asked them, Perivaa asked them, are you so fond of him? They said, we will give our life for him. They said. Then, with the torch, everybody was having tattoo of MGR. Every hand he has seen, roughly about 15 to 20 people. Every hand he has seen. Then he directed them to pray to the temple. At that time, in Tamil Nadu, full of Tamil Nadu, in temples, MGR Kaapathu, procession went, perhaps everybody may be knowing it. Then at that time I told him, as the followers of MGR have got bhakti to MGR, I should have bhakti to Your Holiness. I told him that bhakti I need. Because Ananya Shintyantoma, without any expectation, they love and worship MGR. That bhakti I should have it. I prayed. Then, I don't want to name the judge.
Mama. Before Mama goes to the another episode, there is an interesting connection we have. Why His Holiness asked us on the second Kalavai Perivaa Aradhana to do this interview. As many of you are, as a devotee of Kanchi Kamakoti Peetam, at least we should know the Guruparampara of our Kanchi Kamakoti Peetam, wherein the second Kalavai Perivaa, that is the 67th Peedadhipati, was in Peetam for only 7 days. Because his Guru wanted Mahaperivaa to be his successor, but fate was the other way. Nobody knew at that stage what was going on probably, and before Mahaperivaa, at the then Swaminathan could come to Kalavai from Dindivanam, the Mahadevendra, Chandrasekharendra Saraswathi 66th Peedadhipati attained moksha, and then Mahaperivaa's immediate Perima's son was initiated into Sannyasi Peetam. So he was there only for 7 days, and it is a great belief, honest belief amongst many devotees, that he had given his life to Mahaperivaa, wherein he lived for 100 years. You could probably correlate with Mama what he said when Mahaperivaa asked them to show their hand and see the tattoo mark, putting his flashlight on the tattoo mark of all the fans of MGR. That is what probably he transpired also for a long life, which led to through the prayers. Please continue, Mama. The second.
Mahaperivaa himself told, because Mahaperivaa's mother came to console her sister, that 67th Peedadhipati, then the person who has to come to console has to be consoled. That is his statement. Acted. See, here we have seen worshippers, devotees, and bhaktas. But I used to think a little bit shy of everything. One judge wanted to go to Supreme Court. At that time, VRNT students were honored along with professors. Lot of crowd. Perhaps in the mat, Puja, then Adi Sankara statue and everything is there. Perivaa was sitting there. Then he told me, I can't forget it, because I said for devotion I am quoting this.
Roughly time frame, Mama? Year?
Year I am not able to say. Recently, before Siddhi.
Siddhi, oh, okay. Late 80s, early 90s, okay.
Then he told me, you please tell our prayer. Then I was...
The judge.
Judge to
Okay,
ask me.
yes.
I was reluctant. And I told him, sir, we will get private audience and tell. Because I am thinking I am a Bhakta. I am not a Bhakta. He is the real Bhakta. He said, why do you feel shy? With God, everybody's prayer. Our prayer is this. You please tell. Along with him, a Supreme Court judge came. I thought a good presentation. In Telugu, I said, ఈయన పోయి ఆయనతో కూడా పని చేయలేని అభిప్రాయపడతారు అనుగ్రహం అడుగుతారు. This judge wants to go and do work along with that judge and prays for your blessings. That is the prayer I have made. Perivaa immediately said in Tamil, Judge Supreme Court ponundrara atlani. He went to Supreme Court. Why I am saying this? The total faith. Then I thought, even I always remember that he is a true Bhakta. Because I was feeling little bit hesitant to make this prayer, though it is for the other person also. But he said, for God, we make our prayer. And the prayer has come true. That's why I am bringing this to our notice. Then also one more incident. Here in Tamil Nadu, people from Tamil Nadu may know. A section of people are here. They are not God believers. In Salem, it happened. They all practically showed Rama's photo. Then, in retaliation, Bhaktas showed Ramasamy Naikar's photo, that is Ivera's photo. I narrated this to His Holiness when he said, Ramudu Padana Chepu Tisi Kottinaru, Periyar Padana Chepu Tisi Kottinaru. Rama's photo was showed by them and his photo was showed by devotees. Then he said, you should not say like that. The respect shown to Rama has been shown to Ramasamy.
Reciprocated.
That's why he punned that word because his name is Ramasamy Naikar. Rama. The respect shown to Rama was shown to Ramasamy. Then he said, why I say this? The Maha Perivaa used to view everything and he never got angry. He said like that. And also, one more incident, a little bit personal. He said, Maha Perivaa said, కొత్త పెద్దలు జాతి వ్యత్యాసం లేకుండా తెలుగు ఆయన పెట్టించినారు. What he said was, without insisting caste and community, Pudu Perivaa, Vijayendara Swamigal, installed Telugu Swamigal, E.V.G. Tamil. Then I told him, this he learned from you. This much practically belongs to your family. Your cousins, everything practically owned by. మీరు అక్కడి నుంచి ఎత్తుకొచ్చి అరవైన పడిదిరి. You broke the chain. You brought Tamil Swami. Tamil Swami brought Telugu Swami. You made it national. He made it international. See, this is the... Whenever you used to come, as I said, you used to sit here, in this place. See, he had
That is without puja and all.
Puja,
Just
everything.
let's just a walk when he comes here.
Even I can go to the extent of saying he visited this house even without making any request from us. He immediately come. See, he had Padayatra during Karnataka and other places. Then he was in Sivastavam. Pudu Perivaa, present Perivaa, everybody was there. 30th April, here I am not able to remember. Why I remember? Because 30th April I had a very important case, Saturday, last working day for us. Then Pudu Perivaa directed me, you call Perivaa to Orikkai. But I told him, why I should call? If you want Siltin, come, I told him. No, go and call him. So reluctantly, on his command, I went and prayed Orikkai House.
That is before 83, I guess. Before Bala Perivaa came to
No,
Peetam.
Bala Perivaa was there.
No, I see. Okay. Okay.
Immediately he said, Bandi Nethi Pettam owner, rickshaw. I never expected. See, the prayer was made at 5:55. 5:57 he was ready. And Ekadasi day. Then my mother-in-law was here. Then Nagarajan, cashier of Mutt was there, is a friend of mine. Then I immediately asked him to go and prepare Punukumbam for Perivaa. After return from Karnataka and other places, Perivaa never used to enter houses. Either he will go to school or he will go to a house where Guruparampara has not been done. Newly constructed house, not inhabited.
Interesting. We didn't
Then
know.
he came with his gadam,
Correct.
he stood here,
This place.
in this place.
Hmm.
He was reluctant to go. I am able to, because I have seen him there. Then I told him, మీకు లోపల పోయింది అభిప్రాయం తక్కువగా ఉండేది తెలుస్తుంది, మీరు పూజ చేసిన మేడ ఉంది ఇక్కడ ఉండవచ్చును. Why I am saying this? Everybody says Chidambaram Nadaraja. I saw Chidambaram Nadaraja on that day, just like a child with the gadam, jumped
To the Medai.
and sat.
The Medai where you had the Vyasa Puja.
Vyasa Puja was there. The same thing I told him. మీరు చేసిన వ్యాస పూజ మేడ ఉంది అక్కడ ఉండవచ్చును. Then he said that. It so happened, Venkatram,
Former president.
former president, at that time defense minister, he came for darshan. You know, this is the place. At that time, we had cattle shed was there. That, in fact, when Sandarbana used to be performed, then there was a room. Then we arranged audience for him there in cattle shed. An inspector of police used to ask my brother, Inanga, defense minister, tumhe cattle shed lo karachtingle. Then he came and told me. Then I told him, he is a defense minister for us. So far as Perivaa is concerned, is a devotee. Said nothing wrong. What can we do? This is the place. Why I am saying this? Then only after that, he, being Ekadasi day, fasting, as you know, and again he returned evening. Sweat, full sweat. In fact, I was pained me also, because we not see. Then 30th April I have to go to court. Everything is forgotten. Because how can I go? I thought he will make a request. But immediately
Came.
His request was accepted and came. I can't go and tell him, no, come some other day. It may not be right. Then I came after that. Then I told him, మీరు వస్తే సాధారణ మనిషి వస్తేనే ఇంట్లో గౌరవించేవాళ్ళే, యతిలను పెద్ద యతి మీరు ఏకాసనాడు వచ్చేసి ఉపవాసం ఉండి స్త్రీ నిండా కష్టంగా ఉంది. యూ కేమ్, యూ బీయింగ్ ఎ గ్రేట్ యతి, యూ హ్యావ్ టు బి రెస్పెక్టెడ్. Diksha has to be done for you, but nothing has been done by me. It's bad. I feel very bad. My saying, whether I right or not, I don't know. That made him to have Chaturmasyam in 1988. That is my feeling. I may be a little bit, though I am emotional.
Because you will have enough preparation for the Perivas and for the guests and for the VIPs and all.
Then I told Present Perivaa, only to train you is because you would have seen the house. In any way, it is not that convenient. But as I told you, thanks to the TV, the elephant came. That's you will believe me. Coronation Gajapuja was performed here. The elephant went inside, and so this, in short, practically speaking. And
Mama has been, those who have been following, not from the beginning, but from the middle, until you wait for the interview to be over to start from the beginning, Mama is sharing his experiences with the three Perivas at the command or the ordinance or the request by His Holiness Sri Sri Sankara Vijayendara Saraswathi Swamigal on Kalavai Second Perivaa, that is 67th Perivaa Aradhana. He pointed, after getting the Purna Kumbham, he pointed this place, this Thinnai, and he said that Guruparampara, நீங்க Kannatti Mama வச்சிட்டு இங்க இன்டர்வியூ பண்ணுங்கோ அப்படின்னு சொன்னார் அவர். People who have seen the Srimatam videos of the live events would have noticed Kannatti Mama there without fail in all the places, but he will be very humble and simple, hiding behind and all. But who have seen it in person, the events, you would have seen how His Holiness calling him to the stage, how he is calling him for the honoring and all. We used to wonder, like me, many of us used to wonder, what is that great importance with Kannatti Mama? But now we are slowly trying to get to know not only the importance of the Orikkai, not only the importance of the Orikkai, this place, not only the importance of this town, but now the whole Kanchi Peetam, three Perivas, Chandramoulishwarar Puja, Vyasa Puja 3 times, and many times the Chandramoulishwarar Puja made this so sacred and prosperous and blessed. So Mama is continuing with his experiences further. Please continue, Mama. We wanted to give you some break also. So please continue the next one. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Please continue.
Because general importance I want to convey, personal.
Please, yeah. Whichever you decide, Mama.
And as I said, personally, I never made any prayers to him except this prayer about our present Perivaa.
This is the Medai where they had Vyasa Puja in 1988. And then the first Vyasa Puja was in 1954 and then 1958. And in between many Chandramoulishwarar Puja and unannounced camps also. And Mama, as he's just mentioned, he just like that requested him to come. Immediately he gave the concurrence, acceptance in 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
And then to make good that he did not make enough convenience for them to stay here, he gave enough notice and had the 1988 puja wherein he could host their holiness and the devotees and the staff, volunteers, VIPs and the public at large. Solunga Mama.
Near place, Vinobaji met his Mahaperivaa. Vinobaji had this Bhutan movement. At that time, in the middle of Orikkai, there is a garden. And that is called Velinga Pattare. The name of the place, even now it is there, on the way to Kanchi, Velinga Pattare. Vinobaji had darshan of Perivaa.
There?
Yes.
I see. Uh-huh.
As well as Govalkar also, it seems, I'm not able to say the year.
Okay.
He had a darshan.
That is the RSS,
RSS
RSS chief.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not able to exactly say the day.
Okay.
But Vinobaji here in Velinga Pattare, he had a darshan. Mrs. Gandhi had darshan at
Thenambakam.
And at that time, Perivaa kept silence. He blessed her with sign. And they used to say that blessing she took a symbol for her
hand signal.
hands. And it seems she was there nearly for 45 to 1 hour at the time. She was there, and that was the Mrs. Gandhi's visit. Once Rajiv Gandhi, along with Sonia Gandhi, came to Kanchi. It was raining. At the starting point, it was raining. And when we reached Kanchipuram, it was raining and stopped. Then he had darshan. Because that is appearing in TV also. They had darshan of all the three holiness. At that time, it seems, they said, Rajiv Gandhi said, he is having the rain in his hand.
Oh.
Whenever he wants, he will release
it.
Because at the starting point, rain. Reaching point, rain. When he wanted to have darshan, no rain. Then it seems they said he is having rain in his hand.
Control.
This is the way.
Any specific on the famous 1988 Orikkai Chaturmasyam or the 1954 first Chaturmasyam? First Chaturmasyam may be too hard for you to remember.
Because it's not well accompanied with the...
Correct. But about 1988? Anybody like any, not necessarily VIPs, but any devotees particular experience on that day, during that Chaturmasyam time?
Chaturmasyam time, I used to come on Saturdays, Friday night, and I leave.
Because of the court work.
In fact, since you asked me, Chaturmasya Sankalpam we used to take, on the day. Everybody was calling me. He humorously said, you want the bus Uru Budonan, Kanjuru Budon, the Madras Budon. I remember that because when you make a Sankalpa, you should be here. But I used to come on Friday night and leave on
Sunday night.
Though I repent now, I should have stayed completely here and did not struck me because my professional requirement and
you are quite young at that stage, more responsibilities with you.
That's why I feel here this present Swami also used to say, "Me uru unnanu meeru podu sir." I say that's why.
How about your family members? They have been equally connected and experienced.
Perhaps you would have seen my brother Kalyan Sundaram. Now he has gone to Madras. His wife is not well, that's why. And he was in the camp also with Auspicious Perivaa. He went to Nepal and other places. He is a hard worker. He will do.
He is also an advocate?
No, he is not an advocate. He is an agriculturist.
Agriculture.
At that time we had lands. Now we don't have. That's a different matter.
How did you come to Orikkai Mama? Your ancestors?
My grandfather was village Karnam.
Grandfather, the one you know, meaning his grandfather also, the whole family.
Village Karnam also.
Yes.
That's why. And the proximity to the river, this house, and as lonely. These are all new constructions. Only this house was there. Then another small house was there. Completely, everything is vacant. So that's why natural atmosphere that would have prompted His Holiness, and it may suit them also, as you know. We used to come this way, as I said. In fact, he used to come as if it's his own house. And as I said earlier, invariably whenever he come in Chennakanjaru camp, he used to come for
Palar
we should not say in their language, you will say Kaveri Snanam.
Kaveri Snanam.
Palar, at the time.
And then come through the back end and then come out through the...
Then you will go like this. That's a
Very blessed.
In fact, I should thank my grandfather for construction this house. Because
You had lived with your grandfather when he was experiencing... very good.
Because up to 54 I was here.
Very good.
Because I did intermediate in Panchamas College.
Anybody in your lineage, in your ancestors, any of your ancestors also advocates? Legal profession? How did you choose to say legal profession, Mama?
That's a very peculiar thing. See, I used to take part in debates.
In school and college?
Schools, colleges.
In the college, Mama, you studied?
I studied in Panchamas College and Vivekananda College and Law College.
Oh, Panchamas College, Chetpat.
No, Kanchivaram.
Oh, Kanchivaram.
At
Okay.
that time, intermediate alone was there.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I was compelled to move to Madras for degree.
For degree, continuation.
And,
Okay.
Vivekananda College, I went there. Since I got there,
That is before going to law college.
Law College. After finishing BA, we went to Law College. At that time, as I said, I used to participate in debates and other things. Jagannathacharya, my Tamil professor, he was instrumental.
In Kanchivaram.
Then in Vivekananda College.
In Vivekananda College. Okay.
He belongs to Kanchivaram. But he is a great scholar.
Okay.
I used to participate in debates and say,
In Tamil.
Tamil, as well as English.
Okay.
He said, you have got the gift of the gab, so become a lawyer. Because of him, I became a lawyer. Otherwise, I wanted to join some other department, police department I wanted to join. But anyway, he directed me to...
Which is also indirectly related to the law enforcement. I mean, law...
But anyway, now, I will tell you humorously, all big lawyers are not having the gift of the gab. He said, see, gift of the gab you have got to become a lawyer, be a lawyer. Then I took his word. Now I will say, the great lawyers are not having gift of the gab.
Any of your children lawyers?
My third son was a lawyer for some time with me. Then now he is in Ashok Leyland. His name is Sitaram. He is...
But still a lawyer by profession.
And my brother's son, Vijayendara, perhaps you would have also seen him. He is also a lawyer. My brother, another brother was a lawyer. Then now he has become the retainer. After retirement from Ashok Leyland, he has become the retainer. And another brother of mine is in Bangalore. He is an engineer by profession. And another brother is a central government servant. Now on retirement he is working.
They were all settled elsewhere, not in Orikkai.
Most of them are in Madras except Bangalore. In Bangalore I got...
And your whole family throngs here during...
we always come here for
Shankaranti. That is the Shankaranti in January. Same like...
All of us come here. Here and we perform Sankaranti before
Surya Puja.
Surya Puja, everything. Because our Kuladaivam is Gunnasami.
Inga irukadhu?
Andiur they say.
Andiur is where?
Andiur is near Salem.
Salem, okay.
There is a big temple. Practically all Telugu families will have Gunnasami.
Like you are related to your wife before marriage, your Appa was also related to your mother?
My grandfather, maternal grandfather, Mattaparai Venkatramayar, was a great freedom fighter. And he was the chief whip of the Congress party government in 1935 in Rajaji's government. Mattaparai is in Solavandam.
The Swarajya party or Congress party itself?
1935.
Okay.
1935. Congress party.
And
his constituency was Nelakote, near Solavandam, Madurai district. He was representing that, and he was a friend for both Rajaji and Kamaraj, rather in those days.
Even though they were in opposition.
And he knows Maha Perivaa very well. The Maha Perivaa used to tell...
That is, you are talking about your maternal grandfather.
Maternal
grandfather, okay.
He is a great swimmer. In Kaveri, he used to jump from the coconut tree. Maha Perivaa told me, hey, my tata, then he came and had darshan.
Kaveri means the land and the Kaveri. Correct. Not the Palar Kaveri, real Kaveri. Their Kaveri, real Kaveri. Okay.
It's Kumbhakonam and other places.
Yes.
It seems in younger days he used to go and he used to go to the top of the coconut tree and jump on the Kaveri. Then he said, "Mi tata amari dumugudu." Then he had darshan here. He came to this Orikkai.
I see. He was alive at that time.
Alive and
Okay.
And,
How old was he then at that time?
around
80 plus?
80.
80.
Then Mahaperiva said, நீ கூத்துரு இன்ட்ல உண்ணானு உன் பொண்ணு வீட்டில் இருக்கு I'm staying in your daughter's house. Then he said, no, me, it is your house. He said, Malladi Dakshinamurthy, great scholar and our devotee of our Math. He was in Sivaganga. And Malladi Dakshinamurthy is related to Mattapara Venkatramaya, brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law.
Mattapara Venkatramaya,
Wife, sir.
sister married. And his son was the Vice Chancellor in Ceylon, Balasubramanian.
Ceylon, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka, Sanskrit University. Now he has retired. And that is his. And he knows all the members of our family. Because everything, he was here and he knows everything.
Now, for the viewers, we want to let you know that you are watching. Normally, you see when the live coverage comes, Perivaa. But in this particular, Perivaa made us to do this, and we are doing it in Kannatti Mama, Balasubramanian Mama's house, where the two Kalavai Aradhanas were recently conducted, and 1954, 1958, 1988, 3 Chaturmasyams were conducted, and the last one was in this Madai. And so many Chandramauliswarar Puja has been conducted here. So, as ordained by Perivaa, we are going through the interview by Mama sharing his experiences with Kanchi Kamakoti Peetam. So, if you have tuned in, after it started, you know what you are watching. And please continue to watch until the end why His Holiness wanted to have it and how he chose this day. Even though he mentioned another day, why this particular day is important, why this interview itself is important, we will do that at the end of it before we close. Please continue, Mama.
Then, Prasan Perivaa, on Sankranti day used to come. On Sankranti day, he used to come. At that time, the school you are seeing on the right side, it is
On the high seat, yeah.
Mud school. Then, he used to be there. He will practically he came 2 or 3 Sankarantis in those days. Just
when you were still young.
No, we were 80. We became a little bit
okay,
all
older.
family members.
All
Everybody,
family.
as I
Okay.
said, Sankaranti we will meet.
Correct.
So
Family.
We were fortunate to have his darshan here itself in Orikkai. He used to come. Then he will be here for 30 to 40 minutes maximum. He will come and go. Prasan Perivaa. That is his. Can I ask some questions if you want to?
So this particular place you are keeping it because of the sanctity, not like
Yes, in
moving out.
You asked a very embarrassing question.
No, if you don't want to answer, you can. No, it's okay.
I will answer. What is it? See, this is not my house only. Because of Perivaa, this house is being kept. We are 12 sharers for this house. And though the backyard is there. And I lost my father very early, in 1966, after marriage itself he died. So with the blessings of Perivaa, we pulled this family and still pulling this family together. And now, as you know, families have become big. And still, as rightly put it, the bondage to this house makes everybody to keep intact. It is the grace of 3 Perivaas to have this family united and being united. Whatever may be the WhatsApp, like some people are in America, some people are in France, some people are, many of them are in Madras. So in spite of that, as rightly put it, there is a bondage. I used to tell everybody, because of our grandfather, and here my sister Lakshmi was born here, my brother Chandramoli was born here, my another sister Padma was born here. three persons.
The rest of the siblings?
And my wife's sister, that is my aunt's daughter, born here. My aunt's marriage was performed here.
Oh, I see, in this house
In
itself.
this house. My father-in-law was an engineer, and he practically he is the aunt son for my aunt. See, first my grandfather's sister went to Narayananam, it's a place. Then my father's sister, my mother-in-law, went to Narayananam. My another sister also married my aunt's son, who is unfortunately no more. He is a widely travelled person. Three daughters from this house went to Narayananam, and one daughter came from Narayananam to this place. And all these things are with the blessings of Mary.
Mama, you did not come night before last, when we went to Walajabad,
Yes.
where we met about 96-year-old devotee Sundaramurthy Mama, Sri Sundaramurthy Mama. He shared a lot of experiences like you with Maha Perivaa, and Bala Perivaa was, our Perivaa was very much keen in making sure that all of us present there enjoyed it also, and kept on encouraging him to share more experiences. So you have shared us a lot of experiences. And how about your family members? When they come here, they also get interacted with...
As I said, everybody, right from now, Vijayendara has got a daughter. She is 1 year old. Up to that
kid, up to that generation.
Everybody, we are fortunate to have Perivaa.
Who is the oldest living family member here in...
Presently, myself. I am 82 completed, 6 months. 82.
And your grandfather is your last known ancestor who got this. He got this. Not before his father.
He was practically constructed this house.
Must be pre-independence.
He was a contractor for some time.
Pre-independence?
Pre-independence. He was a contractor for some. Then he became the village Karanam.
Contractor means civil contractor.
Civil contractor.
Hmm.
In fact, that military road you see, he originally, not now, he put that road as a contractor. Very early days. Very early days. Not now, very early days. And as a village Karanam, he served for 15 years more.
Mm.
He was
So in 1954 was the first year the Acharyas came here, both Acharyas, both Perivaas, and at that time who was the oldest living member?
my grandfather.
Your grandfather? Oh, I see.
Grandmother also.
Grandmother also. Very good, very good. So you are blessed. You are really blessed. Hmm.
My grandmother had darshan of Perivaa as Kamakoti.
அது எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணுங்க மாமா கொஞ்சம்.
See, my room which you've seen, this room.
Inside room, yeah, correct. We saw that. Where Mahaprabhu used to give the darshan. Okay.
ఒక 5 minutes దాన్ని మాట్లాడతాను. ఇది అయిన తర్వాత చెప్తాను, వస్తాను.
முடிச்சு விடலாம். ஓகே. அதாவது we were talking about your grandmother and grandfather were here alive when the first Chaturmasyam took place. That itself is a great blessing, because in their lifetime itself they saw both Perivaas doing it. Very good. Okay.
See, it seems she has got a ஹலோ கொஞ்சம் தள்ளி மாட்டேன், கொஞ்சம் நேரம் பொறுத்து பேசுகிறேன். என்ன பண்ண இது
இல்லை அவள் கிராண்ட் மதர் பற்றி சொன்னார்.
She used to have her own prayers. Once she came and prostrated before His Holiness. Then Mahaperivaa put and planting fruit. he gave darshan, his body became blue. Mahaperi was one particular stage. At a particular stage, he directed my grandmother to leave that place. The same room. My grandmother came. She said, I have seen Kamakshi. Bluish. Perivaa body became bluish. Everything in the planting. See, in between planting. Then, since she is accustomed to this kind of tapas,
Namajapam.
she was not afraid. She came out. Then after half an hour, Perivaa came. She used to say.
Came out of the room.
Yes. We don't understand at that time, we were young. See, after all, now we understand. Then she used to have, Japa edo pannittu. Annapurni she used to have in her waist. Whenever she takes bath, she will take Annapurni and practically Abhishekam she will do. Then she will put it. That used to have prayer.
You mean your grandma?
Grandmother. She was blessed. She has seen me in the same room. She said, his body became bluish.
Your grandmother had how many kids?
She, unfortunately, she had Sitaraman, my father, who died during her lifetime. My aunt, daughter, she lived after her lifetime. Another daughter, she died during her lifetime. Another son, Ramanathan, died during her lifetime. Janaki Raman, another son, died during her lifetime. Gurunathan, another son, died during her lifetime. Only during her lifetime, my father and my aunt were there. Unfortunately, my father also died. Only when she died, my aunt alone was alive. But see, in fact, those sufferings never played into the family.
Correct.
The family went on. It was difficult. So many children died. But she said, when my father died, Sitarama, I thought you will alive, you died. That's the only word she said. She was with me at Madras. See, I went to my chambers. My senior asked me, they received telegram. My senior asked me, sit down. I don't know the reason. See, we always respect our senior. Why our senior should be...
While doing darshan, while having darshan.
Then he said, no, your father is no more. Go to that Kanchi. We came, from there we came. Anyway, that is not stood because of Perivaa's grace, because we were having darshan. 66 he died.
And 66. And your mother?
My mother died very recently. That is, she died in 90 years of age.
Oh.
90 years.
Appa lived how long?
He lived for 52 years.
52 years. Quite young.
Very young. When I started my career, 62 I started my career. He died in 66.
And you have siblings? Three brothers?
3 sons. One is a professor now.
No, your siblings first.
7 plus 5.
7 plus 5. And all of them in India only?
India, we know. Now, 2 sisters are in America. One is my aunt's daughter, Lakshmi. Her husband is no more, as I told you. Another sister now gone because her son and daughter are in America, Padma. She was born here. This Lakshmi also was born here. Then my son is, one brother is in Bangalore, yes, Rajagopal. His sons are in, one person is in France, another person in America. Another brother, Chandramoli, Sally government servant. His only daughter has married to my sister's son. They are in America. Another brother, Narasimhan, his daughter also is in America. Perhaps he is in New Jersey. I will ask him to.
Okay.
And another brother, Swaminathan, who is in Cochin, he is having Dravidian Trails, tourist operator. His son is Vijayendara Junior with me. Another son is in France. As I said, this local Orikkai has become global by the grace of Perivaa. All practically majority of people are in America. So far as I am concerned, I got my son who is the associate professor in mathematics, Sastra University, Dr. Y.B. Venkatakrishnan. Another son, you know, Y.B.
Raghavan in Houston.
Third son is Sitaraman. He's a professionally earlier advocate. Then he was in Hyderabad in Reliance. Now he has come to Ashok Leyland.
In Madras.
My brother also was in Ashok Leyland for some time. Now he has retired. He was a director of Ashok Leyland, legal. He retired. Now he is practicing. So this is.
So your children taking back the heritage from you.
They are all devotees. And with the grace of Perivaa, present Perivaa, my granddaughter's marriage also completed.
Very good. Yeah. Recently.
Unexpectedly, everything was done within a month. We never expected. Then they came, everything. In fact, my wife never used to talk. She said, Manamaral, when we meet my granddaughter's marriage has been settled. Perivaa humorously said, present Perivaa humorously said, telephone line finished history. You negotiation were computer in telephone because relation, they were related to us. Fortunately, they are owning lands, unlike us. So that is this and short is.
Now the grand celebration of His Holiness bringing the Chandramouli Puja here, starting with the Vyasa Puja, Chaturmasyam, it would be too short to say that even if the Manimandapam had not been there, probably with the vacant land here, knowing the importance of this house, this Meda and all, he would have still celebrated the Chaturmasyam or the 54th Jayanti here itself, I guess. Looks like the importance of this house must have really fascinated, fascinated is not the right word, must have really sentimental to His Holiness to make sure that this sanctity is...
In fact, I am telling my people, more than us, present Perivaa is practically celebrating this house, I should say that.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. You put it in very simple words, simple line.
Yes.
That's what exactly I'm trying to do.
See, 54, 58, 88, and added to that two Aradhanas, Shashti of the Buddhi of Perivaa. It has happened. It has happened. It is the pure blessings of holiness. You yourself see the house, you see the people, only humble people. That's all. Our prayers are
people are guarding. So this place is like Mama said. This place Perivaa has probably has got a big plan to keep it as a heritage house to make sure that the Kanchi Madam followers, Kanchi Madam devotees do visit here and have a look at this great historical sacred site to make sure that because when we came for the Aradhana, flutist was performing here. I was wondering, I have never seen it in any other place like this during the Aradhana. Now only I realized that he must have really known the importance of this Thinnai. So he was doing very nice contribution in, through his flute songs. Now, while we conclude it, why Perivaa chose this is the interesting point, I believe, that I was born in 1954, the same Jayavarsham like Mahaperivaa, number one. And I was born on the same Samvartara Masam Adi like Pudu Perivaa. But I was very disappointed, I would say, when I came to know about these two after His Holiness Sri Sankara Vijayendara Saraswathi Swamigal took sannyasam. It was too late. There was no way that I could connect the dots, that I was connected to his birth, to my birth date and all. So he probably chose his 54th Jayanti, my 54th year of birth, to celebrate his 54th Jayanti here in Orikkai. And for that he made me to come here. As I told you before, many of you have seen it, This is the first ever visit from our homeland USA to our motherland here, that I was confined to one, the self-quarantine, and the second, Tirupati camp, and the third, the Orikkai camp. Even though I was very hopeful that Lord Jagannath Ji will give me opportunity to come for the darshan, he himself cancelled it. He cancelled it on this auspicious day, because today being the very auspicious day, Masi, Sevvai, Kritikai and Sashti, we are going to have a book release, Kanda Puranam, in the afternoon in Kumarakotam to Kamakshi Ambal Chatram. You are going on procession. So, Mama, we should have recorded this interview long time back, at least 1 week before, or the second Aradhana day. But it happened today. Thank you very much, Mama, for taking your valuable, we have taken your valuable time. So many phone calls came. So, we are going back to the camp, and we will continue the live coverage wherever possible. Let's all pray our prayers to Mama. And
thank all people, especially my good friend, whom I know him for more than 20 to 25 years, for giving this opportunity. But for the command of His Holiness, I would have not given this interview. But anyhow, as he rightly put it, few things, that's why I was very particular. Generally, I should say, nothing in person.
it was very touching, very moving, Mama. Now we know the importance. This should be a heritage house. People who are all coming to Kanchivaram or Orikkai in this side, please do visit this and get blessed. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Our pranams to His Holiness and to the Kanchi Kamakoti Peetam Guruparampara. Namaste.